Yeah, right. I can do it with this voice. What do you need? Claudia. Who the fuck is Claudia? Hello, 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 hello. Who's here? On YouTube, we have them. Coordinators. Type 0 fighter. More than 50. Bearhound. Bossy cactus. Dustbag. Valtor. Dog. Cat. Lucky's TCU. The kind of Stormtrooper. Duskblight. Hello, 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 hello. Joe also is here. Doc. Morning, morning. I am AI. It is AI power, this thing. So that is why it here sounds weird. We have lamp on Twitch, tactician chance. Maybe. Hello, hello. And that guy as well. How is everyone doing today? Okay, enough of this voice. It's annoying.
Annoying. Okay, too much. I'm gonna give my RAM to you. Give me your RAM. Hey, Sunny, how's it foxing? It's foxing nicely, I guess. Hey, Raven. Who else is excited? I am very excited. I've seen nothing of Corposant other than like the loose cinematics on like the song they released for Frontline's anniversary, which I don't know why they put Corposant cinematics, but you know, it was kind of peak, so I'll forgive them. You speed run it yesterday? Damn, speed. Fire the intern, real. To be fair, I do feel like from the cinematics on that video, I feel like it fit the song better. But also like, why? At least put up a warning. Get ready for peak, that's what I've been hearing. Waiting for 1.5 to release. That's what I was wondering, because I see they're doing it in 3 parts. But is that just gonna be like for the other event things? Or is this story also coming out in 3 parts? How does this work? Been waiting a year for this. He's clicking finally, and I'm just hoping it goes together long enough for the pricing to come down again. Oh no! Yes, there will be Alba. 1, 1.5, and 2. 3 parts to it. Okay, yeah, because I didn't watch a stream because I was working at that time. And I saw the announcements, and I saw they said like, yeah, like part 1, 1.5, and part 2, and it's gonna last until like March, or like not until like the entirety of March, mostly, like the entire thing. So I'm like, is it actually gonna be like 3-part story release? That's insane. I assume tech will get cheaper. Yeah, unfortunately, that is not the case. But yeah, I am very excited. Very, very excited. You got to fit those 100,000 words somewhere. Oh yeah. I'm like, I was looking at the dates and I'm like, yo, this shit is gonna run from February to April? That's crazy. That's insane. Have the events are finally getting cutscenes again? Yeah. Like Deep Oblivion was really good. But it you could feel the lack of cutscenes because it was a long event. Like it's a major event, so it was long. And the lack of cutscenes was very much felt. One whole month of peak. But yeah, it was someone I saw. I can't remember the name I saw anymore. But I saw someone asking about the month of Mikaisan. Hell yeah. How people say that you gotta play reverse collapse before Corposant. I mean, obviously I haven't played the event and I haven't finished reverse collapse. I'm pretty far into it, but I haven't had the time to continue because Mika keeps releasing peak. For Diboleo, not seeing Kalena hold her ground on that bridge in a cutscene or CG is a crime. Yeah! And like, not even CGs, like, it didn't lack CGs. And I was like, I remember I was reading scenes. And I was like, bro, this would have been so cool as a cutscene, or like, at least a few CGs. But unfortunately, I think they were still like crazily focusing on writing by that point. They didn't have time for anything else. But Corposant, I know, have CGs and cutscenes. But yeah, when it comes to reverse collapse, how much do we have to play to get the references? I don't know. Because I said I haven't played the event and I have not spoiled myself and I have not finished reverse collapse, but I'm like 4 chapters in, so I'm like very far in. But you know, my opinion may change once we read. But I don't think that is the case. Reverse Collapse has 5 chapters. Wait, no, 4 or 5? I don't remember. Trying to finish chapter 4. It is hard. It did kick my ass. Actually, I don't remember anymore. But I was in like the 5. Okay, so I was in chapter 4 because I remember I was in I was gonna start chapter 4. But anyway, we'll see. As I said, my opinion might change once we read. But a chapter 4 mission is a whole stream. Yeah, they're long. I don't really think you are in chapter 4. I'm gonna. Oh yeah, because chapter 4 is the one in which you jump around. So yeah, I'm in chapter 4. So I'm like probably halfway or somewhere at some point in chapter 4. But yeah, anyway, to finish my point, I don't think you quote unquote need to play reverse collapse, because I've noticed what I've noticed is that people tend to say a lot that, oh, you need to play this other thing to understand. You need to play this other thing to understand, like Gears Frontline 2. Like, they will say it a lot about Gears Frontline 1. It's like, no, if you don't play it, you're not gonna understand. And now they start saying it about reverse collapse. But yeah, as soon as people really do overstate how much games interlock. But yes, as Walter says, it's just like a bonus to understand the reference. And like, yeah, also as you said, Dustbite, it's more of a thing of like, oh, I get that because I played the other thing. But it's not like you're gonna be completely lost and not understand anything if you haven't played, you know? Reverse collapse is perfect, it is. People say the same about Honkai Third and Star Rail, but they stand on their own. Yeah, exactly. See? And like, yeah, they are connected. And you can make connections between the two games, and clearly they are connecting them. But you don't actually need to go play Honkai Impact Third to understand Star Rail. It's more of a thing of like, you're gonna see things in a Star Rail and you're gonna be like, oh, that is like from Honkai Impact, and you're gonna start, you know, connecting the dots in your head. But it's not like you actually need it to understand the story. The references are extra rewards for those that played Reverse Collapse. Yeah, exactly. Same as the references for Frontline 1, you know? It's like when people mention in Frontline 2, you know, the hero of Frankfurt and stuff, new players are gonna be like, huh? What happened in Frankfurt? Frontline 1 players will get it. But, you know, it's not like that is a key point to be like, ah, yes, of course, I need to know what happened in Frankfurt to understand the story of Frontline 2. No, you don't really need it, not so far. Not at this point. Maybe now it will be touched on because I've seen some on the cinematics. I don't know if it was just aesthetic or if there's gonna be some flashbacks. We'll see. We don't talk about what happened in Frankfurt for real. All you need is Kuros, Frankfurt, and Ward. No, the Ward is Ferraris. I just gave them up. I just gave them a rendering stream. But yeah, basically that is the thing. People say a lot. People overstate a lot. Because I think it's a thing of like, you know, people have played the other games. So of course they understand more because they will get all the references and all the hints that the game is pointing toward. But for some reason that will get it into their heads that, oh, you need to play the other game to understand this. And it's like, no, that is not always the case. You know, just because you understand more or like get the hints doesn't mean that the previous game is needed to understand this game story. But that all said, yes, exactly. Do play Reverse Collapse. You do need to play Reverse Collapse. Do yourself a favor and play Reverse Collapse. It has an easy mode if you're bad at strategy games, like me. I'm playing on normal to suffer, but like it does have an easy game, an easy mode. Exactly. RC Cola is important. As like Fate fans. Yeah, exactly, you know. It's like you don't need to read or watch all the Fate media to understand like this one thing. Most of them stand on their own. But like, you know, the more you watch, the more you will get. The more you will understand. Normal World Cup till the flower fields. Oh boy, the flower fields. We don't talk about the flower fields. Watching Fate is Strange Fake. Oh god, it's Gilgamesh. Oh yeah, I haven't watched it, but I've seen like the opening, because the opening is very good. The opening is by Hiroyuki Sawano, so it's a banger. And I saw Gilgamesh and I was like, what's this fucker doing here again? So I want to pick, oh yeah. Gilgamesh just farming aura in the US. You know what? He's valid for that. I respect it. I wish we had top-down views of the epiphyll of flower fields. I would love to use it as a D&D map. Have we not? No, I guess we haven't fought in epiphyll flower fields in Frontline 1. Because, I mean, those are kind of top-down. But yeah, that will be fun to use as a D&D map. Anyway, Gilgamesh is farming aura anywhere he goes. True. Anyway, with that statement out of the way, do not listen to people when they tell you that you need to play this. Because most of the time when they say need, they mean if you play this, you're gonna get more references. You know, you're gonna understand more references. But you don't actually need it to understand the story on its own. It's like early on in the game when there's that conversation between Dandelion and most likely M4/Lunasia. It's like, you know, new players will be like, what the fuck is going on here? Old players are gonna be like, but it's just a different reaction. But yeah, let's go gambling. And that said, we're gonna watch Alba's trailer first because I have not watched it. They were over-exaggerating the Sakura event spoiler. I don't even remember it. But yeah, Mika will explain the context needed for new players when the time is right. You know, they've been doing that since Frontline 1. When the time is right, they will explain. You know, all players just have the ability to connect dots earlier. That's perfect for Get It. Yippee! But yeah, let's go. Passing contexto. All right, let's watch this. I don't know how loud it is. Hopefully it's not like incredibly loud. I know English. All right.
奴らの喉元に噛みつくためにここまで来たんだ。
そうだね。
作戦の変更が必要なんじゃないか。
ベルリンでの動きも多分察知されている。でも私たちにやり直す時間はない。
アルバ、私のことをお前たちは無謀だと言ってきた。だが今のお前はそれ以上だ。狂ってる。何をそんなに焦っている。まさか一人で行くつもりか。
Damn.
私たちはチーム。それぞれに役目がある。ボイマスティナ。隊長の私が信じられない。
信頼の話じゃない。お前の予想が甘いと言ってるんだ。少なくとも指揮官の一言。
ダメ。これは私たちの任務。指揮官は結果だけ知ればいい。それにエルモ号には隠れた脅威が多すぎる。連中をおびき出すのも今回の目的。
私が言ってはダメなのか。あなたにできることは私にもできる。
思い出して。覚悟。 あなたにはいつも最後の仕上げを任せてきた。なぜなら大物は最後に現れるから。
That hate difference.
狼は群れをなすけど単独で狩る時もある。それが私たちのやり方。脅威を排除する。
Oh god, that was peak.
タクティカルモード起動。リミッター解除。最大火力。
Of course, she's ice.
戦闘終了。脅威は全て排除しました。これで先に進めます。それに私に怒ってる余裕はあるの？あのモデルはまだ誰も使いこなせていない。必要な素体のパーツを。
素体などなくとも私は AK-15 だ。
You are.
そう言われたら何も言い返せないね。お久しぶりです、指揮官。反逆小隊帰還しました。
That was peak. Oh wait. She has the cat food. That was peak. I have nothing to say. That was peak. Is there ice or corrosion supremacy? It's true. Hey, Mango Tango. Hey, Poison. Hearing 15 calling anyone else reckless was surprising. Yeah, I'm like, wow. Wow. Alba is being reckless. Anyway, let's open the game now. She has cat food. I can't ignore that. Cat food for the cat. She was so badass too. I haven't added, you know, I'll do that now. Once the game opens. You're just gonna hear the music for a bit. Because I need to update. I don't need to update? Interesting. Anyway, let me just... Where the fuck did you add friends again? Friend. Let me look you up again. I can't say anything. Yeah, I have the screen hidden. Dun, dun, dun. UID. Search. There we go. Add friend. Friend request sent. Okay, now everyone is allowed to see. Is this a Mikey music theme? No! From what the people told me, it should be with Mastines. I think. I can't remember which one I left on last time. Wait, let me see. Fortissimo, yeah, I think it's with Mastenas, maybe. That super update probably had all the new stuff. Yeah, but I haven't opened the game since last week. It isn't just the gun that dazzles, but the flash that comes after you pull the trigger. Huh. Oh, nice. Oh, hey, I kinda dig this. Why were we given a gun? Alright, I have to read this. Briefing from Boy Mastina. Commander, it has been some time. Boy Mastina reporting. Alba and I are currently conducting a tracking operation. Recently, the frequency of traces left by them has increased. The signal residue patterns differ from previous encounters, more concealed and more deliberately targeted. Alba assesses this as a potential precursor to a new large-scale operation. I concur with her judgment. We will continue the investigation and eliminate all threats encountered along the route. If these movements ultimately point toward you, we will intercept in advance. No response is required. This channel will close in 30 seconds. Please be assured that, no matter where the storm arises, DeFi will take position where it can be stopped. This I read last week, I think. Yeah. Grab all the thingies. The next part of the story is Thursday. Nice. Let's see how much we can get done today. Can you see that I have not opened the game? It is very obvious, I know. Oh, I can produce items? Honestly, I have not touched that thing since forever. I don't even remember what it is anymore. I think I need to access it from the crew deck now. Free furniture coins? Oh boy, joy. I should do that then. Need to get this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I need to do missions to get her. Also this trial. Oh hey, Parabellum? I forgot we had Parabellum going on. No. She's happy now. those collapse pieces. Give them to me. How much do they count? $10 each. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. They will be obtained afterwards. I really love Lena's. It's so peak. And this one I don't know, because on one hand I love women in suits, but on the other hand her tactical gear is amazing. Decisions. Yeah, Flying Phantom is the outfit from the old trailers. Is the suit colors as the issue? No, the color suits her very well. I love it. But tactical gear. I have always loved the tactical, the DeFi outfits. Underworld classics, yeah. I bought the suit, but I still have it in tactical gear. But anyway, now it is the time of truth. What's this? Ah, okay. I have everyone here, so I don't care. This is what we're here for. I don't have that many pools. I don't have any pity. But let's go. Nope. Got the retire gun. Damn it, she's making things hard for me. Oh god. Why are you doing this to me? You know, we're 22 away. I'm gonna do singles. Because I need to save for the gun and then we Mastina. We need to bait her with cat food. It's true. $18. 17. Please, praying. No. Faye, why? Faye, why will you do this to me? Okay, guaranteed pity, I guess. My Alba looking weird, man. She's making me lose everything. This is for the 4-4 luck bullshit. Yep. There we go. This is the price for the WMP luck bullshit that I pulled. This is the gun, right? Yeah, for Alba. 6p, 3-3. Damn. We keep saving. What's this? Custom procurement. Ah, interesting. Also, I find it funny how they put Leva and Lena again. How many pulls were for Alba? Like between 120 and 140? Something like that. I got Faye and then I got Alba. I'm not rolling for any of them because I don't want to be disappointed. I'm invalid. My weapon inventory is full. Need to get rid of weapons. I never do this, can you tell? Oh, I can destroy purple weapons for Doritos? Say no more. Look at me. Look at me go. Oh, can I set it up to auto destroy the weapons as well? I thought it was only for the attachments and stuff. Let me just first... Of course I'm gonna activate her extra node. Oh, it's because I got new things. Just whatever. Now, where are you, girl? Oh wait, let's do this also. Yippee! Max Kolfney. Who else got? You fucker. I love you, but still. Man, I don't care about you. There you are. Let me put on the purple weapon on you first. No, not enhance it, calibrate. I don't have it. I don't have copies. Okay, it's fine. Now let's grab all my trash and then get rid of it. Look at all these Doritos I'm getting. Fucking 78 pulls. The singles now. Praying. I can't recognize guns. Okay. I had a lot of purple weapons stocked. I never touched them. All right, we did it, gang. Now we're going to saving mode again.
準備完了。
All right. Let's level her up. AK-15 is coming out during part 3, yeah. I just noticed she was avoiding a bullet during that slide.
この力、正しく使ってみせます。
I'm all in V6 R6 with AK-15. Damn!
性能が向上しました。
Do you have enough to max her? Probably not.
"隊長として必要なことです。
Alright. Good enough. How far can I get in here? Oh no. I am in core hell. Oh no. I just put whatever. I never look at this. Until like I'm actually starting to build. Joe, I saw you just got Alba. Uh-huh. I have no idea how this works. Never touched that thing in my life. Stop giving me things! I wanna play! No, actually do give me things. I need it. I am broke. I am so broke. Ooh! These events really need a claim all. I could do a survey, I should. Alright, am I free? Am I free? Okay, how many do I have of these? Let's do a classic. Where is it? Here. See, we got another Tololo. No new Tololo. Okay. Now for real. Oh! Interesting. Eat and drink? I guess I should eat and drink. I am not totally free to play, but I try to spend as little money as possible. I mostly spend money so far to buy skins. Tea time. What can I get? Oh, where do that? That is a very detailed teacup. About her hat. Is there a reason why you never take off your hat, Nagant? The weather today sure is nice, eh? Say that again. It's raining outside? Fine, fine. I wear that hat all the time because it makes me look taller. Wow. After all, who will treat a shorty like me as a proper senior? I mean, you still look short. No, I did. Don't do the ass minigame. I have not opened the game, literally, since last week. Now, where was the food? Aha, we're there. Attack is increased. I can level them up. I'm gonna save my leaves. Do the cooker changes something? Cook for me, Lena. Let's go with random. Cook for me, Sabrina. Also, that cafe background gave me Mexican kitchen vibes. Yeah, I bought it for the same reason. That is a nice looking takoyaki. Yum 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 yum. Did you just wipe your face with your sleeve, Shikikan? God damn it. More seasoning. Thumbs up! Look at the fucking nails, that's crazy. Delicious! Alright. I have not put fridge stickers. Where's Alba? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, stickers. Who else? Who else do I sticker in here? Wow. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Alright, let's get out of here. You have pick to read. Some Korean user on Twitter posted a great success for macchiato. That is possible? What's this? A splash bash? Oh, this is the Keijo. Keijo. I can't remember how. Yeah, but that one anime. What the fuck is this? Oh my god. Oh wait, I need to do this for the skin. Okay, all right. I see how it is. Okay, that's a dodge. Amazing. It really is just that one anime. Why is she not attacking? Oh, she dodges now. Oh yeah. Oh, collapse pieces! What are these? Wolf keys. Ah! Getting tempted to switch to Yantian. I know what you are. This is so funny to me thinking about the fact that this should chart. These are androids. Stop dodging me. Who do you think you are? my god, stay still. Fucking Suomi, stop! Suomi, swear to god. Okay, it usually blocked them. You told me counter, and I was like, oh, okay, so I need to press faster. And I usually wait until to see if they move or not. Oh god, no, not the cookie one. I couldn't dodge to save my life and you do it so casually. Just look at them. It is pretty simple. You have low power bodies for lightweight and civilian operations. I mean, yeah, but still. I mean, they have like synthetic skin and stuff, but you know, it's still funny to think about. Easy. Is the moment they move their hips, but apparently it looks a bit too early, too late. Huh, weird. Yippee! The things I do for you. Okay, and how do I put the commander on the... P. There we go. Enjoy, guys, I guess. Is that a scar on her side? Ah, she has a scar! She has a scar on her side! But they should add muscle, yeah. Mika, you cowards. She should be ripped. But I mean, at least we got a scar, it's something. It's more than you would usually expect from a gacha game. Even if it's just like a single scar. Alright, let's get out of here. I heard Scar came as fast as I could, expecting Aliana. If only. If only. Yeah, let everyone know that I play the ass minigame. That minigame is ass. Not for the reasons you may think. This is still a crazy intro. Like, what the fuck is that? That is insane. That is insane. This is... Okay, supply stages. Alright. Gotta get those done later. It's time for a story. Let me quickly check Discord. Make sure I don't have anything important. No, we Gucci. The hands worry me a little. I'm sure it'll be fine. Don't worry about the intro. Alright, time for a story. I am so excited. The fierce substance. The beginning of the great work lies in the earth. I'm already not liking how this sounds. Hey yo! We're so back.
座標確認降下開始目標確認制圧完了
Damn, okay. It begins. We are so back. We are so back, guys. It's 2342. Some unknown date of 2074. Beneath an abandoned mine, a meticulously organized base is operating in perfect order. Inside a clean, orderly, high-tech laboratory, a woman in a white lab coat has her feet propped up on the control console, lazily tapping at the keyboard while chewing gum. How the fuck are you? Your voice sounded kind of familiar. I'm so bored. Night shift is such a drag. She turns her head, reaches out to enter a string of passwords, then squints at the screen. What's with her face? Hey, little flower, how are you feeling today? Growing pretty well, huh? In sharp contrast to her flippant attitude, the other researchers in the lab are solemnly focused on their work. Unimpressed with the tedium, the woman suddenly sits up straight and clears her throat with theatrical seriousness. Unsettling, I'm on crack face. Her voice sounds so familiar. Log entry, Cloud Particle Addition Carrier Cultivation Experiment, Day 217. Sample P17 responds well to the new culture medium. The success rate of this batch has reached as high as 8%. Damn, 8%! As soon as she completes the log entry, she slumps back into her lazy posture and blows a bubble with her gum. Ah, such beautiful data we got today. If that little cutie were still here, I can't even imagine how fast the research will be progressing. I'm really looking forward to it. She spins her chair and glides to another workstation, opens an encrypted folder, inputs the new data into the system, and labels the file error synchronization test. She drags the file into a database labeled Cocoon. Oh no, not Cocoon.
オーレクのじじいもそろそろおしまいかな。
Looks like Oleg is probably not far from being finished, huh? It is pretty much Takyon's outfit. Then again, Takyon's outfit is kind of just a uniform with a lab coat, so... But I do feel they were clearly inspired by it with like the... I mean, it's not like it's a new... I don't think it's a new trope. It's just that, you know, Taki, it's kind of the newer popular thing that has it. Yeah, like it's definitely not a new trend. Like it is a trope. It's just like, yeah, really close. I mean, not really close. Because I mean, Uma Musume came out like 4 years ago. It's just that for people in global, it's like, oh, that is new and recent. Looks like Oleg is probably not far from being finished, huh?
楽園を作れなければ保険をかけないとね。
If Eden can't be built after all, then I guess it's time to activate the backup plan. It's a cloud fit attack. Oh yeah, but as I said, like even Tachyon is just that's a trope. It's just that you probably don't see it that much in like regular anime. Identity verification required.
チルロビグ、史上最高の天才、夜空に輝く
I am the great lady Tilobik, Paradeus brightest star, the most brilliant genius, the most... Wait, actually, can I find her voice actor? Yours, Frontline. Tilobik. I need answers. Voice actor doesn't have the Japanese voice actor. God damn it. I'm like, her voice sounds so familiar. Verification successful. Welcome, research director. She's the director? Tilobik pouts unhappily. Clearly displeased at being interrupted.
しつまんないの。
You're not fun at all.
さて、どこのお
Fine.
ちゃんが
Let's see where a little flower might bloom. Tilobik opens an encrypted email and begins browsing through the entries with interest.
本当に咲いた子がいるんだ。
Oh my, did a little flower actually grow up on its own? She opens one of the intelligence emails and reads it carefully.
まさかこ
Homo, homo. This little flower was even cultivated here?
儀式でバーチャルモデルとリンクできるの。
Oh.
案外いいけど。
Through a ritual, it can connect to that person's virtual cognition image. Might be a pretty good carrier. She opens the attachment. Inside is a photo of a girl whose hair is spread like wings, marked under surveillance. Wow, I wonder who could that be? Suddenly, an almost imperceptible tremor passes through the room. The lab lights flicker.
地震だ。とうとう世界の終わりだ。
An earthquake! The end of the world! It's... The others in the room show no reaction to Tilobik's exaggerated performance, as if they're already used to it. But suddenly, Tilobik springs to her feet. The playful grin vanishes instantly as she opens a comms channel with a flick of her hand.
警備員、エリア A のスキャナーをチェック。様子を報告して。
Guards, send everyone currently on ship to Zone A to check the security scanners. Then report the perimeter conditions to me.
見る限り正
Director? Everything appears to be in order in Zone A. There's no...
あんたの意見は聞いてない
Oh!
言って
Voice tone... Oh, okay. Damn, okay. I didn't ask for your opinion. Send people to check. Right now. Immediately. She moves quickly to the security console and enters a complex string of code under the puzzled gazes of the other researchers. Understood. We'll inspect Zone A right away.
主任、何かあったんですか？
Is something the matter, Director?
お客さんが来たかもね
Nothing major, just that we have guests.
お客さん？あ、主任、この辺は頻繁に
Guests?
地震が起きるので
Director, there are frequent earthquakes around here. That might have just been... Chilavek stares intently at the surveillance monitors with narrowed eyes. The monitors display live feeds of every zone in the base. Everything appears normal, yet Chilavek looks thoughtful. With a smile, she shakes her head and raises a finger to shush the researcher. Report! Motion detected at Zones A perimeter with thermal imaging. Speed exceeds normal parameters. Chilavek claps her hands excitedly.
やっぱりお客さんだ面白くなって
I told you we had guests! Things are finally getting interesting.
知っていたんですか？
How did you know?
まさか天才の勘だよ
You have to trust Adino's intuition.
様子が違ってたしね
I can sense even the tiniest discrepancy in this lab. Yeah, her VA is goated.
緊急プロトコル発令基地閉鎖まであと10分
Everyone, initiate emergency lockdown protocol.
通りに動いてね
You've got 10 minutes to run for your lives. You still remember the evacuation point from safety training, right?
そう走った走った
You better move it. Stunned by the sudden order, the researchers all remain frozen in place. I really need someone to tell me who her seiyuu is. Chilavek clicks her tongue in displeasure, her face twisting into ferocious, fierce expression.
聞こえなかった
Move, now! The researchers jump at Chilavek's roar. Panic spreads instantly and they rush for the exit.
そうくなっちゃ
Thanks! Chilavek turns around and blinks, her expression shifting back from icy ruthlessness to playful charm. Soon, there is no one else left in the lab. She strolls back to her workstation and sits back down.
面白くなってきたシステム48号プランを発動
That's more like it.
データベースを暗号
System, activate emergency plan 48. Authorize use of the special transfer database. Emergency encryption. Authorization code Stardust Ballet Red Cube.
暗号化するセクターを選択してください。
Encryption initiated. Please select priority data blocks for protection.
どうしよっかなエピフィラム
Let me think. Epithelium resonance data. And... Oh, save that one too.
お客さんの狙いは多分これだから
Our guests might be interested in it. The progress bar begins to fill. While waiting, Chilavek tilts her head, pulls a uniquely designed handgun from a drawer, and elegantly spins it in her hand.
相手はゼリンスキー派かなそれともディフェンシュタール派
Guest of this caliber.
彼女らしくない
I suppose they're with Zelinsky. No, wait. They could also be Riefenstahls? Doesn't really feel like their style either. Yeah, we'll have the Korean VA. God damn it. Report! We need to... The transmission cuts off abruptly, followed by a scream and the sound of bones snapping. Ow!
穏やかじゃないね
Wow, our guests don't sound very friendly.
侵入者さん休憩がてらにお茶
Hey, they're intruders. Would you like to stop for a cup of tea?
だよね
I got some excellent darkening here. Only static answers from the other side.
失礼しちゃう
How rude. Chilavek shrugs and presses a red button. Instantly, alarms blare throughout the entire base. She brings the count's microphone up to her mouth.
こちら主任。侵入された
Attention, attention, dear colleagues. We have uninvited guests. Security personnel, please entertain our visitors properly. Don't say I didn't warn you. They seem pretty strong, so good luck.
The way she said good luck in English.
Good luck. Oh, almost forgot. I just activated the emergency lockdown protocol. The base will self-destruct in 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Casual. Ah. Now it's only 9 minutes left. Don't worry, that's plenty of advance notice. Don't say I didn't give you a chance to run.
The receiver picks up a cacophony of chaos from the other end as alarms overlap everywhere. Tilovic hits the mute button and slides her chair back toward the surveillance monitors. Watching the security personnel in Zone A get taken down with alarming speed, she can't help but shake her head. She hit she does the cat mouth while hitting the big red button, the big self-destruct button.
What a useless punch.
She squints at the high-speed blur that flashes past in the live feed. Too fast to make out clearly even in slow motion.
There's only one of them?
She quickly switches to the Zone B feed and stares at it for a few seconds.
It really just one intruder, and they took out all the guards.
She slams the desk and jumps to her feet, snapping her fingers and humming a tune, clearly exhilarated.
It's them. It has to be them.
She drops back into her chair and spins around several times. Then she grabs a small remote from the desk and presses a button.
Only 8 minutes left now. I should think of a way to welcome them. Maybe some music?
She presses the button again thoughtfully. The base broadcast system suddenly begins playing cheerful classical music. I know that silhouette! On the monitor, the ghost-like figure pauses for an instant, seemingly puzzled. Watching the screen, Tilovic sets the remote down, hums along to the music, and gets up to whirl into a waltz with an invisible partner. But less than 10 seconds later, all the lights abruptly go out inside the lab, and the music cuts off.
Hey, who got my music? How crude.
Despite her complaint, she quickly hides, fumbling in the darkness to put on a pair of glasses and pressing a button on the frame. The dark room instantly brightens in her vision. And that's when she sees a figure silently dropping down from the ventilation shaft.
Oh my god.
She murmurs softly to herself.
It's Alba in the flesh.
What? Why do you know her? In darkness, she locks eyes with the newcomer. Swish. Preparing in advance, Tilovic pulls the trigger first. But the intruder is even faster, dodging sideways like lightning and drawing her gun in the same instant to return fire. 2 consecutive rounds burst with lethal fire in the dark. Sharp pain explodes through Tilovic's knee and wrist, and she collapses to the floor. Sweat beads on her forehead as she lies curled up on the ground. She peers up at the computer terminal riddled with bullet holes from her own shots, sparks flying, and remarks wryly.
Do you have any idea how much it cost to fix that?
The intruder steps closer and crouches down by Chilobig. Her icy fingers wrap around Chilobig's neck.
ヒーラの研究者じゃない。
You're not an ordinary researcher. Chilobig raises the hand that had been clutching her wounded knee and gives an exaggerated salute. Her palm, sticky with nearly congealed filthy blood, emits an nauseating stench.
どうもどうも。チルロウィグ17番研究センターの
Thanks for the compliment. Chilobig, Chief Research Director of Research Center number 17 at your service.
実は私あんたのファンなんだよね。
Oh, can we take a photo together, Mrs. Snowwolf? After all, I am your biggest fan.
今はアルバだっけ？
I guess you go by Miss Alba now, don't you?
私を知ってるのか？
You know me.
当然。あの反逆小隊の一員でしょ？
Of course! The legendary member of Task Force T5. I've collected all your operation records from Berlin and Frankfurt.
あんたのハッキング技術には目を見張るものが。
Your hacking skills and technical expertise are exceptional.
本命は
Let me guess. That attack by someone else out there was just a feint. And you're the one actually carrying out the core mission, am I right?
ちょっと待って。マジで感動なんだけど。サインしてくれる？
You're really a work of art. Could I get your autograph? Oh, wait. I'm a bit immobile right now.
What is your problem?
動くな。
Don't play tricks. Alba speaks coldly. The fingers around Chilobig's neck tighten into a chokehold as her other hand plucks everything from her person. 2 pens, some empty test vials, and a magazine. None of that matters. What matters is she doesn't feel a heartbeat.
ネイト。
That's why. Alba looks down at Chilobig with disgust. Chilobig shrugs self-depreciatingly.
ここで何をしている？
What are you researching here? Chilobig blinks and lowers her voice slightly.
知りたい？
You want to know?
Alba squeezes harder, making Chilobig suck in a sharp breath.
綺麗な花を咲かすの。
Flowers, flowers, flowers. Beautiful flowers.
それも超多彩花をね。
Of course, not ordinary ones. Special varieties that can attract butterflies.
あとはいい感じの土壌さえあればいいんだけど。
All we're missing is suitable soil.
Her eyes flick toward a hidden timer. 5 minutes left. Alba notices her glance, though she doesn't need to look to know what it means.
あと5分。
Watch out. We have 5 minutes left.
ああ、来るのがあんただと知ってたら自爆。
Oh my, if I'd known it was you coming, I wouldn't have rushed to self-destruct the place like this.
Ignoring Chilobig's mad chatter, Alba releases her, then turns to the damaged computer terminal and starts extracting the data. I need water. White Mastiff reporting in. Sound eyes silent. Over.
こちら接狼。了解。
Snow Wolf copies.
そっちはまさか AK-15？
Oh, the door on the other end must be AK-15.
ついてるね。
Today really is my lucky day.
覚悟。基地が自爆する。座標を送った。
White Mastiff. The base is going to self-destruct. Marking the rendezvous point. I'll guide you in. Over.
了解。30秒後に合流する。オーバー。
White Mastiff copies. Following instructions. ETA to rendezvous point. 30 seconds. Over.
AK-15？ いや、今はVマスティナかな？
No, it's Vaimastina now, isn't it?
彼女の拷問に耐えられる自信はないかな？
I won't stand a chance under her interrogation. Guess I better hurry up.
I just noticed that she was saying the name in English. AK-15. Chilubik pouts with theatrical regret. An unnatural bulge suddenly appears on her cheek.
動くな
Thank you, Shooty! Don't move. Alba seems to realize something. She quickly grabs Chilubik's face and forces her mouth open. She forcibly wrenches out Chilubik's metal tooth.
もう遅いよ
Too late.
Chilubik starts coughing up blood, though it's clearly not just from having a tooth ripped out.
あと4分頑張ってね
Only 4 minutes left now.
お父さん
You'd better hurry, Mrs. Snowwolf.
She barely gets to the end of the sentence before her eyes suddenly widen. A few rasping breaths escape her throat, and her body stiffens and collapses to the floor in the next second. Her gaze turns vacant, yet the eerie smile at the corner of her mouth remains frozen forever. Alba turns away. She pulls a collar-like device from her tactical pack, draws out a data cable, and connects it to the still sparking terminal. She takes out her tablet. As the cable connects the device to the terminal, turns of data begin scrolling across the screen. Facing the dense, complex interface, Alba flexes her fingers. She opens her palm, and hair-thin auxiliary fingers extend from her fingertips, spreading over the keyboard alongside her long fingers. Fingers and auxiliary digits become a blur as they dance wildly across the keys. The furious typing sounds almost like a sudden downpour. Guess secret organizations still use silent captions in the future? Yeah! I'm like, oh wow, that's a classic. The vigorous motion abruptly stops. The screen's dim green glow reflects in Alba's still eyes, and she freezes for a moment.
データベースコクーンサブプログラムヘレナ項目
Cocoon database.
O43
Subprogram Elena. Entry 043 incubation data. The old familiar contents make Alba pause as she opens the file.
O43
So this is where 043 was incubated. The detailed experimental logs record everything from the host to the incubation process, down to daily culture dish temperature, humidity, microbial conditions, and other data far beyond Alba's expectations. That's not all. 043, number 19. It seems that more than one identical test subject was born in this base. Oh, I need to charge my iPad. There we go. But in the end, only one finished product ever made it out. Harrowing images sear themselves into Alba's eyes one after another. She glances at the data copy progress, then continues paging through 043's file. To her surprise, the logs don't end with 043's birth. In fact, the very title of the database, Cocoon, already sets off the alarm bells in her head.
楽園計画
Project Eden. It's never good when some shady organization calls a Project Eden. Her fingers tap lightly on the keyboard, opening a data partition with even heavier encryption. A folder labeled Connection Project UR Group appears on the screen. Alba is not at all surprised to see the UR Group's name here. Despite the incident in Odessa never being made fully public, such information is hardly difficult for Task Force DeFi to obtain. Information pairing Project Eden with the UR Group is hardly rare. The project is no secret. On the contrary, the UR Group has spared no effort promoting the technology, even using it to temporarily halt the freefall of its stock price. The publicity campaign conveniently began shortly after the Odessa scandal broke. According to the UR Group,
Project Eden is a brand new clean energy initiative. It's meant to deliver more abundant, cleaner, and revolutionary energy for all humanity. However, Alba knows better. Anything tied to Paradeus can never be what it claims to be. While Alba is taking in the information, a series of epithelium cultivation data and radiation test charts appear on the screen, displaying shocking values and abnormal growth patterns. A particle resonance amplifier. She scrolls and keeps reading. Epithelium cultivation experiment. P-series samples. Absorption and release efficiency increased by 217%. Just as Alba is about to dig deeper, an encryption wall blocks further access. She tries to crack it, but time is running out. Project Eden. Alba murmurs the project's name again, this time in an entirely different tone. Why will GRAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAA
And what role does 043 play in all of this? As these questions swirl in Alba's head, a towering figure kicks open the laboratory door. Mastina steps in. Her silver-white hair is as neat as ever. Faint streaks of red glint within the silver as they sway with her frame stride.
ケビンは脱出飛行機を止められなかった。
Kevin couldn't stop the aircraft evacuating the personnel.
大丈夫。引き続き追跡してくれるから。
He'll keep tracking them. It's fine. Kevin? Alba glances toward the other end of the screen.
自爆まであと3分。
3 minutes until self-destruct.
データは
Hey, Irma. I mean, I'm still in the first note, so... You miss me playing the ass game. And suffering trying to pull for Alba. The data? Alba plugs the cable drawn from the collar into the port at her own neck. Green light instantly starts flashing across her eyes. While Alba retrieves the data, Mastina naturally takes a position beside her, keeping watch over the surrounding area. About 30 seconds later, Alba unplugs the cable with a look of dissatisfaction.
一部だけクラックした。O43
Yeah, we did meet Chilo Big, and now she's dead. Only part of it is cracked. The deeper layers aren't decrypted yet, and the incubation data on O43 is incomplete.
でも楽園計画に関する情報があった。
But I did find some information on Project Eden.
楽園計画
Project Eden.
ジラードグループが最近公開した。
A research project that the GRAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAA
regulate collapsed particle energy release. I did read Lena's event. I don't remember it though, but I know I read it. Umastina frowns.
リモールディングパターンと同じか。
Isn't that the same thing as a remolding pattern?
ジラードの技術でできることじゃない。
With Girard's capabilities, the research shouldn't reach that level. The ones doing the real work are still these Pradeus corpses. Alba glances at Tilovik's body on the floor, then returns her focus to the files.
まるで本当にこれで生き返られると信じてるようだ。
They generally seem to believe this research can bring them back from the dead.
どうやらパラデースは金をせびるだけの関係のジラードに
Pradeus probably just wants their money and never fully disclosed the truth to the Girard group.
でもなんで楽園計画の内容に
But why is O43 mentioned in Project Eden?
新しく追加されたの
This looks like a recent revision.
確認できないのか。
You can't see it?
大半のデータが破損してる。
Most of the contents are corrupted.
他のファイルは
What about the other files?
クラックが間に合わない。でも収穫は中。
There's no time to crack them.
ケビンには
It's fine. We've learned enough already.
探らせて。
Have Kevin check all the locations connected to this base. Don't let those researchers get away.
取れたデータはアンナに送って解読させて。
Send the copy data to Anna later. Have her decrypt what standard methods can't read. Have her decrypt what standard methods can't read.
あ
待って。
Alba slings her gun behind her back and pulls the vibrating communicator from her tactical pouch. The sight of that communicator stops Mestina in her tracks. She stands right at the spot and stares at it in silence. I love how calm they are, even though they have like 2 minutes to leave. The communicator is like a Rubik's Cube. Alba aligns its patterns with a few twists and turns. With a soft click, a narrow seam cracks open, and a thin beam of light spills out. Alba stares at the light in complete stillness, as if trying to decipher something. After a moment, she finally moves.
輸送機で新しい座標に私たちを運ぶようモナに伝えて。
Mona? Notify Mona. How will the transport take us to these new coordinates once we're out of here?
それと予定ができた。
New arrangements.
彼女は戻ってきてくれるのか
Is she rejoining the team? She? Quotation marks?
いや、まだまだ財団のことを探ってもらう。
Not yet. There's still a lot within the conglomerate that she needs to dig into. Ha ha ha!
私だって会いたいよ。でも今は任務に。
I miss her too, Mastina. But we need to stay focused on the mission. Mastina pauses, then finally asks,
彼女は何て言った
What did she say?
ジラードが焦ってる。私たちにはリビウに行って彼らの作
The UR group is showing signs of desperation.
だって。
We need to go to leave and make sure things don't go wrong there.
彼ら
There.
非軍事勢力管理局。
No fast operation.
それも最大限の注意を払って。
She wants us to monitor it closely.
分かったそうしよう
Understood. I will.
行こう。
Let's move. Giving no further response, Mastina turns and heads toward the evacuation point with haste. Alba rubs the communicator tenderly with her thumb, then slips it back into her pouch. She shoulders her weapon and sets off as well. Following their departure, Tulevic's body on the floor begins to slowly melt, her once human-like face dissolving into a shapeless puddle. The grotesque sight lasts only a moment. A massive explosion erupts, reducing everything to ashes. Well, that's a way to start an event. There was only one node. Yeah. Just cinema. Sun's gold. The forged heart of the sun casts down its scorching gaze. A path that all must traverse. We started with a dead NATO is a good start. Oh yeah. You know it. Do you think I can solo this with Alba? Since it's easy mode. Let's try.
現着。
I don't have her super leveled, but what just happened? This is what happens when you don't read what the skills do. Oh wait, is there like wind? Did not realize. I see now. Okay, there we go. That's better. It triggers 3 times. And now let's just see the second one. What does the second one do? Ah! There's the AoE. Okay, 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 I see how it is. Moon's silver. The purity of the moon's light cuts through the infinite darkness. Oh wait, no. I'm missing the story. I'm stupid. As above, so below. The laws of the world circle and turn, but ultimately return to harmony. This is just a story. So time to read. This is the Elmo, isn't it? I wake up in bed. It has been a long time since I last slept this soundly for so long. Outside the window, daylight has long since broken. Driven by its preset autopilot program, the Elmo cruises methodically onward. Its rhythm is as monotonous and steady as the scenery of the Yellow Zone. After washing up, I head to the ops room early. Gross is on duty, monitoring the surroundings at the command console. When she sees me, she brews a cup of coffee and sets it in front of my seat, as she always does. Hello, Def. Thank you for passing by. I nod to thank her, look over the navigation trajectory, then raise my head and ask. There shouldn't be any risk along the planned route, right? No units capable of threatening the Elmo have been detected for now. I think the chosen trajectory was carefully considered. That's what I thought. Based on the projected intersections between en route and legal air corridors, potential contact windows are in 7 minutes, 125 minutes, and 314 minutes. Then we'll proceed according to plan. After a stretch, I go through the various tasks displayed on the terminal. The screen shows green markers representing several squads currently deployed on missions. They are proceeding in an orderly fashion along their planned routes. The mission logs they transmit back indicate that everything is normal so far. Looks like everyone's missions are going smoothly. I open the task list and check a priority watch item named Sukero Squad. After several days of travel, Springfield and Macchiato are drawing closer and closer to their destination, Satellite City LVI-13, near Liv. Even though the two dolls assigned to this mission are both highly reliable, when I think about all the attention we attracted back when the escorted target was still aboard the Elmo, I can't help but worry about them. I activate the Elmo's comm system, enter the code, and connect to Sukero Squad's scheduled contact channel. It's hair! It's also how what happens next in the material world, your internal thoughts, beliefs, and emotions as above, within, manifest in your external life and environment, so below, without. Ah! I see. Commander, good morning. You're just as punctual as ever. I know that she has her cafe uniform. How is it? Has the journey been smooth? We haven't run into any trouble so far. Doing the dishes every day for her? Valid. However, we have reason to suspect that we might be under surveillance. Therefore, we found a way to disembark from the Intercontinental Railway train ahead of schedule and resupplied yesterday, at a temporary supply point in the Yellow Zone. Our pace is a lot slower than planned, but for this mission, it's the safer option. My cat is conducting the final checks and preparations now. When it's ready, we'll transport the target to the designated city by truck. Road checkpoints are much less strict than along the Intercontinental Railway. We'll find ways to smooth things over. If all goes well, we should reach the scheduled handover point in 2 days. Well done. Escorting such a conspicuous target across most of the URC must have been tough on you. Don't underestimate Miss Dandelion's VIP clearance, or the intelligence network that Sukero has carefully cultivated over the years. Don't underestimate her. She has a net of connections. That said, even with all our preparations, the journey here has been unexpectedly smooth. Especially for a mission that involves traversing the entire Yellow Zone. She's the founder of the Sukero cartel. She's known as Gustavo Springfield. Exactly. The enemy who's most likely to intervene forcefully hasn't made a move at all. You mean Paradeus? Yes, I really thought that with such a conspicuous target, we'd definitely encounter them along the way. To prepare for an engagement, Macchiato has even brought along a lot of weapons that really aren't her style. Now it seems we may have worried too much.
いくら連中でも大陸間列車で何かやる
Even they wouldn't dare do anything so openly on an intercontinental railway train.
でも油断は禁物よ
Still, don't lower your guard.
今この瞬間も周囲にいるかもしれない
They might be lurking around you.
おっしゃる通りです。十分注意
You're absolutely right. But stay vigilant.
そうだヘレナの状態は
By the way, how is Helena doing?
列車に乗った時からずっと安定して防御システムに
She's been under the protection of the defense system the whole time. Her condition has remained stable since boarding the train.
検問を通るときは隠しスペースに入れます。
When passing through road checkpoints, I'll hide her in the deepest part of the truck cabin.
スキャン対策のコーティングもしてあるので
I've added an outer layer of camouflage. It should be enough to deal with X-ray scans during inspections.
通過の手続きは内通者が便宜を図って
I'll have trusted contacts handle the checkpoint procedures. Trusted contacts! Okay, sure. Okay.
ここ数日で政策が厳しくなってきましたが
Policy seems to be tightening these past few days.
間に合うはず
But we should just about make it in time for the appointment with Miss Liva. Wife?
分かったエルモ号もリビウに
Good.
向かっている
Stay in touch.
そこで落ち合いましょう
The Alma is also heading toward Liv. We'll rendezvous with you there.
えそちらもお気をつけて
Understood. Please be careful on your end as well. The call ends. After hanging up, I finally feel a bit more at ease. The mission to escort Helena is proceeding smoothly, and the previous operations were all completed without major incident.
今までの困難が嘘のようね
Our fortunes finally seem to be improving. Don't jinx it! Hearing my remark, Grossa pauses for a moment, then responds with a smile.
ええでもまだ油断できないわ
Things indeed have been going more smoothly, Commander, but we still can't let our guard down. Good job, Commander. Now you're gonna bloody jinx it.
当然よ
I know, of course. But do you? Do you really know? Grossa and I finish our task with remarkable efficiency. I lean back in my chair and stretch again as I listen to the lively chatter of the other dolls on board the MCB. The dolls currently stationed on the Elmo have finished their own work and seem to be gathered together chatting. As their conversations reach a particularly lively point, bits of their laughter and chatter occasionally drift into the ops room. Thank you for the hydrate. Butterflies, silent whispers, never sleeping. Oh, it's the chatter of the dolls, so that's why you don't sleep all night? That's Krolik and Nemesis bickering with each other. Miss Meili, may I ask what kind of breakfast you prefer? Me? Centauresi must be preparing breakfast for everyone. Sheesh, do you have to wake me up this early? What time do you think it is? Get up and finish your shooting drill. Kluge and Meshti. Those voices, without a doubt, belong to Meshti and Kluge. Maybe it's because recent events have been so turbulent, but this brief moment of calm respite feels strangely surreal. And yet, not long ago, I was just an ordinary bounty hunter driving the Elmo and drifting through the Yellow Zone. This kind of banal daily life should have been my reality. Is it because so many former companions are now aboard the vehicle? Besides Grossa's team, there's now also Squad 404, Secure Squad. I never imagined I'd be lucky enough to reunite with everyone again, safe and sound. Each reunion filled me with the relief of having survived disaster. Why did the music stop? But I know this isn't the true reason for the nagging sense of surrealism. What shatters all illusions and drags me back to memories so heavy they stir my emotions whenever recalled is none other than that fateful confrontation with Paradeus. Yes, Paradeus. This evil force I nearly wiped out 10 years ago has appeared before me once again. 10 years of compromise brought neither stability nor even fleeting peace. It merely gave the enemy room to breathe, a chance to grow strong again. When I think about how they've been active right under my nose all these years, an uncontrollable anger wells up inside me. No, I will not allow this to happen, or rather, to happen again. At the very least, let me...
指揮官、エルモ号に近づいてるヘリコプターがあるわ。
Grossa, you're interrupting my edgy internal monologue, please. Commander, the radar has detected a helicopter approaching the Alma. Altitude 300 meters. Distance approximately 2 kilometers. Bearing exactly matching ours.
来客か。
Looks like our guests have arrived. I switch to the external camera feed and adjust the focus to lock onto the helicopter. It's a brand new military helicopter, painted in the latest standard livery of the new Soviet Union Army. The only jarring details is the URNC emblem emblazoned on it.
こちらと通信しようとしている。エルモ号に着艦するつもりよ。
I'm eating a teaspoonful of chili garlic every time Paradeus is mentioned. God, I hope you enjoy chili garlic. They're sending a comms request. It seems they want to land on the Elmo.
つないで。
Love spicy food? Enjoy then. Patch them through.
こちらはロレン非軍事勢力管理局特別作戦チームだ。
Elmo, this is a special operations unit of the non-military forces administration under the URNC.
機関への着艦を要請する。
We request a brief stop aboard your vessel.
繰り返す。機関への着艦を要請。
Repeat. We request a brief stop aboard your vessel.
言う通りに。
Let them come down.
了解。誘導に従ってください。ようこそ。
Landing guidance established. Welcome aboard the Elmo. Nonfa. I take a deep breath and straighten my clothes. I've spent long enough psyching myself for this. This time, I should be able to talk things through properly. Right? But as the thought crosses my mind, the courage I'd muster falters slightly. I shake my head, trying to push away those unpleasant thoughts.
私が対応する。
Grossa, I'll go receive our guests.
むやみに手を出さないよう人形たちに通達。
Notify all those to remain on alert, but take no hostile action. Grossa nods, then makes a small gesture of encouragement toward me.
あなたなら大丈夫よ。
You've got this, Commander.
ああ、ありがとう。
Why do you sound so awkward? Is this who I think it is? I head toward the top deck. The helicopter promptly lands on the deck of the Elmo. But after touching down, the engines are not shut off. The rotors above continue spinning at high speed, signaling that this is only a brief visit. Okay, but turn them off? They're loud. The hatch opens. An officer in a neatly pressed uniform strides down, followed by a figure I haven't seen in 10 years. His hair is grayer than I remember, the lines on his face deeper. Yet even after a decade apart, that distinctive presence of his makes him feel anything but unfamiliar. Is this Dad? Dad?
久しぶりだな。
It is! Father, it's been so long. Damn. Looking elegant there, Kruger. Father, where have you been? I'm sorry we left. Long time no see, Commander. Dad looks younger now, yeah. And stylish.
クルーガーさん。
Oh, she was not expecting him.
5分待て。
Give me 5 minutes. He speaks to the officer beside him. The officer nods and steps back toward the helicopter.
何をそんなに驚いてるんだ。
Is seeing me really such a surprise?
いや、その。
I thought
カリーナが降りてくると思ったのか。
you thought Kalina would be the one coming, huh?
焦らずともいずれ会える。
Don't worry. You'll get to meet her soon enough.
すみません。そういうつもりでは。
Sorry, sir. That's not what I meant. Kruger smiles and shakes his head. He glances at the helicopter, then turns back to me.
時間が限られてる。少し話さないか。
Can we talk? We don't have much time. I look toward the soldier standing by the helicopter and more or less understand Kruger's intention. I nod to him and lead him farther away. Dad! We walk to the edge of the top deck, where we get a view over the wasteland in the distance. The bitter smell in the air is much lighter than before. Sunlight falls on Kruger, outlining his figure clearly. He looks far older than he did 10 years ago. The wrinkles at the corners of his eyes are deeper. His temples completely gray.
忙しいところすまないな。カリーナの選択はすべて彼女個人。
I know we shouldn't have disturbed you.
迷惑だったら。
Kalina's choice was her own judgment call. If it caused you any trouble, I apologize on her behalf.
そんな、あなたがそこまでする必要は。
Sir, please don't apologize to me.
カリンがいなかったら、私もここまで来ています。
Besides, what she did means a great deal to me.
彼女に託された任務で大事な情報を知ること。
Because of the task she entrusted to me, I was able to learn things that are very important to me.
それはお前のひいては我々
I understand.
心のしこりだ。
It is, after all, a matter that continues to gnaw at both our minds. Something that we can never let go. I don't respond and simply wait quietly for Kruger to get to the point.
担当直入に言う。先日オデッサで起きた
I'll get straight to it.
事件だが、
The recent dull insurgence in Odessa has got the attention of the UR&C's upper echelons.
そしてジラードグループを全面的に調査する許可。
I've obtained full authority to investigate the UR group. Kruger turns toward me.
奴らの背後にいる存在が何なのかは私が言うま
I
でもない。
don't think I need to explain. You already know whom they've been backing behind the scenes, don't you?
パラデウス。
財団とパラデウスの関係に
Another chili garlic for you, Arma. We've long heard rumors of the conglomerate colluding with Paradeus. And another one.
2年追ってきた。そろそろ決着をつけたい。
We've been tracking this case for over 2 years. It's time to end it.
というと、
What's your plan?
十分な証拠を集められた。
We've already gathered sufficient evidence. In fact, 043 Elena, which was previously handed over to you, is also a crucial piece of evidence. Calling that little girl evidence may make you uncomfortable, but she truly is key. I'll be heading to leave tomorrow. After taking custody of 043, we'll submit the materials to the prosecution. They've already filed a lawsuit with the High Court of the Eastern European Administrative Region, accusing the Orlo conglomerate of colluding with Paradeus to conduct illegal experiments. More chili garlic for you! Next, a public trial will be launched in Liv against everyone involved. A public trial? Shouldn't everyone connected be detained directly? We're a law enforcement body, but we still need authorization before we can act. The litigation process alone will take at least a year. During that time, Paradeus will certainly continue his experiments. Another one! Doing this right before work? Damn! And given the RRC's actual enforcement capacity, things may not improve in areas outside the controlled territories in the Yellow Zone, even after the trial concludes. Procedural justice is sometimes more important than guns. Once the conglomerate collapses, you got another one there, Paradeus will lose its largest source of funding. That will destroy the foundation that sustains its operations. If our actions are limited to striking their bases, even if we destroy one experimental facility, who knows how many more they have hidden elsewhere. I'm already 2/3 of the way into this small jar. You're gonna run out before we finish this stream. Even so, destroying Paradeus bases immediately will at least spare the people in nearby areas from harm. You're not wrong. I know you don't believe that prosecuting those companies will solve everything. But this isn't 10 years ago. We must operate within compliance now. And there's more we can do through the rules than you might imagine. And some people can also escape the punishment they deserve through those same rules. I swallow the words that almost slip out and offer only a faint, bitter chuckle. Kruger catches my meaning. He bows his head slightly and decides to change the subject. Our field personnel are already in place. Secure Squad shouldn't run into any trouble on their escort mission. Kalina will rendezvous with them near Liv to complete the final handover. Judging from the Elmo's course, you're here to Liv as well, aren't you? Yes. I ran into a small complication along the way and had to return to the Elmo. Now that it's resolved, I'll have to continue my mission and see it to fruition. I know you said that. To thank you for your cooperation, I'll try to secure a status of some standing for you. Even if you remain in the Yellow Zone, things will be much easier. Thank you, sir. But you know me, I don't need that kind of thing. On one hand, our above-the-table approach can strike at the root, but the process is too long. On the other hand, your approach is direct, but it can't solve the problem at its foundation.
身分があれば管理局との連携もスムーズに取れるだろう。
Once you have a status, perhaps you can cooperate better with the non-military forces administration.
その方がお互いの短所をカバーし合える。
We can make up for what the other lacks.
クルーガーさん、私が協力しているのは身分のためなんかじゃありません。
I'll cooperate with the mission, but not for the sake of any status.
パラデウスを根絶するためなら、私
I
は
only want Paradeus to be completely eradicated. As long as that can be achieved, I don't care what method is used.
理屈で私は止まりません。
That is to
あ
say,
なたなら知っているはずです。
you should understand that I may not stop just because of certain reasonable justifications.
そんな人間が相応の地位を持っていいわけ。
Someone who acts this way probably shouldn't have any status in the first place. Kruger lets out a sigh.
お前は変わったように見えて10年前のままか。
It seems that over these 10 years, you've changed. And yet you haven't.
局長、時間です。
Director, time's up.
これ以上は行動ログが。
If we delay any longer, the travel log will...
すぐ行く。
I'm coming.
最後に一つだけ聞かせてくれ。
Before I go, there's something I want to ask you.
はい。
なぜ過去にこだわる？
Why won't you let go of the past and start over?
過ちを正せない自分が許せないんです。
Because I can't bear standing on the side of what's wrong. Yo! I kneel. It's big. Saving this quote. I kneel. We all kneel for the goat.
それは傲慢だな。
That's an arrogant answer, Commander.
申し訳ありません。
I'm very sorry, sir.
だが何かを成し遂げようとする人間は。
But who among those wanting to do something meaningful wouldn't give that same arrogant answer? Who among those wanting to do something meaningful wouldn't give that same arrogant answer? Hell yeah.
辛い孤独な道になるぞ。
This road will be lonely and dangerous.
いつものことです。
I'm already used to it, Mr. Kruger.
局長、
Director. Kruger takes a small card out of his pocket.
リビューに入るには合法的な身分が必要だ。
If you want to enter Live, you'll still need a legal identity. Use this for now. I hesitate, still not reaching out.
私たちが秩序を取り戻すところを見ているといい。カリーナも
Come and witness how we bring those criminals to justice. I think Kalina will want you to see the results she's worked so hard for. Kruger looks straight at me. There's a kind of force in his gaze. Much as I resist, I find myself taking the card in the end. He seems to let out a quiet sigh of relief when he sees me accept it.
助けが必要な時は連絡をよこせ。
If you need help, contact me anytime.
ありがとうございます。
Sheesh! Kruger turns to leave, but stops again at the helicopter door.
10年前の最大の損失は何かわかるか？
Do you know what the most important thing we lost 10 years ago was?
グリフィンですか？
Griffin?
お前
It was you. Dad! Dad! I stand rooted to the spot, at a loss for how to react. On the deck, the helicopter is ready for takeoff. Kruger removes the headset he has just put on and looks toward me. And I shout with all my strength, out of all my belief can overpower the helicopter's engines. Whether or not we choose to go down the same path, you will always be the person I respect most. Ah! I'm crying. Kruger smiles. See you live, Commander. The helicopter lifts off and quickly disappears into the sky. I stand on the deck for a long time, staring into the distance, thoughts surging. Perhaps I'm not the only one who lost a great deal because of the decision I made 10 years ago. Why is it that no matter what choice is made, someone always ends up getting hurt? The emotions I once tried so hard to avoid surface again. I even regret not responding to him more warmly just now. I clench my fist and shake my head hard, forcing myself not to dwell on it. Now isn't the time to be tangled up in this. I look at the card I've just received. Will things really proceed as smoothly as Kruger says? I can't shake the feeling that something bad is coming. Yeah, we're in a major event. Of course something bad is coming. It was so good. It was you. Ah! Crying, shaking. It's peak. We're 3 notes in. It's peak. Moon's silver. The purity of the moon's light cuts through the infinite darkness. Only by advancing can you arrive at the truth. What do you miss? Peak. So much cinema in only 3 notes. Yeah, we don't need to barbecue with that. And go fishing. Yes, come closer, come closer. Goodbye. Oh yeah.
脅威を排除する
Beautiful.
戦闘終了。脅威は全て排除しました。これで先に進め。
Also, at least so far, I see more stages coming later. But so far, they're doing the Get Frontline 1 thing, in which they just throw a few stages in between the story notes, just to not swarm you with the story, I guess. Anyway, let me go get some more water. When Paradeus gets my fast food order wrong, I can't stand by with what's wrong. Alright. Water has been obtained. Let's read the next note. Pelican's blood. The criteria of sacrifice lies in the martyr's pursuit. As a side gate primarily used to divert traffic from Central Checkpoint, the queue for entering the city here isn't usually very long. But today, the entry-security procedures seem especially cumbersome, causing a large number of civilians to pile up at this entrance. Guards stationed on both sides of the checkpoint hold their weapons at the ready, closely watching every movement within the line. A transport truck bearing the Socorro logo spray-painted on its cargo compartment passes through the security gate. It waits in the inspection area for an inspector to carry out the review process. From the pedestrian line beside the truck, the voices of a family drift through the half-open window and into the doll's auditory module. Are we almost at leave? Yeah, once we get through here, our whole family can start a new life. That's great! I heard there are a lot of pretty dresses in lip shops. We can buy new clothes. Big brother can get new textbooks for school too. The mother walks at the back of the group, gazing lovingly at her two children. She rests her hands on their shoulders, drawing them closer together. There is too much hope in this random-ass family of NPCs they're showing. I am afraid. Springfield watches the family with a tender glimmer in her eyes. She is no stranger to scenes like this. Families willing to overcome countless obstacles for a better life. Seeing the hope in the children's eyes, she can't help but smile. Although people ahead of them are being denied entry one after another for various reasons, the father remains confident. To qualify for life in the satellite city, their family has endured a long point-based process and strict screening. He firmly believes nothing will go wrong. The transport truck finally reaches the inspection point. Springfield notices the fatigue and irritation in the inspector's eyes, along with faint, barely concealed arrogance. She lets out a quiet sigh, already foreseeing the possible obstruction. Hello, please present your travel permit and cargo manifest. Springfield hands over an elegant folder, neatly containing various documents. On the inside is a food exchange voucher. Even in the green zone, such vouchers can still fetch a high price. These are all our documents. Thank you for your trouble. The inspector takes the folder, his gaze lingering on the voucher for only a second before he flips it open and begins reviewing the papers carefully. A doll, huh? Once he confirms that he's speaking to a doll rather than a human, even his veneer of politeness disappears. Since you're a doll, you should have read the updated regulations from a few days ago. All dolls serving groups, organizations, or individuals must register in advance and prepare a special work permit. And what you've submitted here is a business visa, not a doll-specific work permit. But I'm not currently serving any group, organization, or individual. So you're an unaffiliated doll? My authorizations belong to myself. Please look here. This is my proof of identity. The inspector flips through the documents impatiently, confirming the truth of Springfield's statement. Huh, another one of these. I like that they're showing that clearly there's some people that don't like the idea of dolls being independent. So what are you here for? I'm here to open a new branch of a cafe. There's some preliminary work to take care of. We already have one shopping operation, and business has been fairly good, so we're planning to expand. A cafe run by dolls? Here, our commercial building approval and operating license. Once the branch officially opens, you're welcome to visit and try our coffee and desserts. Our staff will prepare a special signature cake just for you. I guarantee you'll be satisfied. The inspector ignores Springfield's invitation as he skeptically scans the supplementary documents in his hands. Meanwhile, behind him, the family in line is presenting their documents to another inspector. You certainly came prepared. What's in the truck? Just some ingredients and equipment needed to open the shop. They already passed the scan when we went through the gate. Would you like to see the cargo manifest? Leave it there, and open the cargo compartment too. I need to check it. You want to check the cargo compartment? Springfield's brow furrows slightly with concern. But it took a long time to get everything loaded and packed, and some of it is fragile. Then move faster. The sooner I'm done checking, the sooner you can load it back up. Nearby, the inspection of that family also runs into trouble. Of course. Let me explain again. Liv is about to host an important summit. To prevent dangerous elements from slipping in, a single family permit only allows 3 people to enter starting this Tuesday. What the fuck? That's fucked up. That's fucked up. The notice is annotated on the Chapter 8, Article 3 of the Entry Guidelines for the White Zone and surrounding key cities. Didn't you update your documents?
ではいつまで続くんですか？その戒厳令が終わるまで待てます。
When will this regulation end? We can't wait until martial law is lifted before entering. Who knows? Could be 3 to 5 days, could be a month, or it might become permanent. I understand how you feel, but this is out of everyone's control. You'll just have to accept your bad luck. Clearly you don't understand how anyone here feels. Springfield watches the situation unfold with pity and concern. The mother's panic gaze and the children's dejection make her heart ache. She sighs softly, then turns her attention back to the inspector in front of her. Could you perhaps make an exception? Some of the ingredients inside aren't fully sealed. If the packaging is damaged, they won't be usable anymore. And if anything spills, cleaning it up will be troublesome. I'd feel terribly sorry if we make a mess for you. You're being too suspicious, Springfield. She produces a small pouch from somewhere, preparing to slip it into the inspector's hand. But he merely gives it a cold glance and pushes it back towards Springfield. Listen, Miss Doll. This trick of yours might have worked a week ago, but it won't fly now. Didn't you hear? In a couple of days, Liv is hosting an important summit. Lots of big shots are gathering in the city. If anything goes wrong here, I'll be packing my bags and getting sent back to a Yellowstone settlement. Those 2 collapsed pieces of yours wouldn't even be enough for me to pitch a tent. Stop wasting time. Hurry up. Springfield puts the collapsed pieces away, maintaining her gentle smile as she softly glances at her watch. I understand your difficulties. I'll cooperate with your inspection right away. Springfield opens the cargo compartment. Inside, layers upon layers of coffee beans, sacks, and baking ingredients are stacked neatly, with refined coffee machines and baking equipment secure on racks. The air is filled with the aroma of coffee and sugar. The inspector switches on his flashlight and shines it through the gaps toward the depths of the compartment. From the outside, it's pitch black, impossible to see anything clearly. What's in there? Just some unopened raw materials. Move this down. I'm going inside to check. Understood. Please wait a moment. Springfield efficiently unties the rope securing the cargo, unloading sacks of coffee beans and flour one by one. She moves in carefully, ensuring the expensive beans and sucrose specialty syrups don't spill onto the ground. As the items blocking the front are cleared away, a box covered with a waterproof tarp gradually comes into view. Is that what you were talking about? Raw materials? Yes. Some especially important ingredients that require careful storage. Open it. No problem. Please wait a moment. I'll tidy things up. Springfield turns toward the depths of the cargo compartment, her hand lightly brushing against a device hidden among the goods. No matter what, she will protect the mission target entrusted to her. Springfield glances around. Most of the nearby soldiers' attention is focused on the long line waiting outside the security gate. Meanwhile, the arrogant and crying family inside the checkpoint also draws many eyes. She gently brushes her hair back. She soon receives a response on level 2. Are you done yet? I'm going in. All set. Springfield watches as the inspector climbs into the cargo compartment, stepping over the burlap sacks and slowly approaching the box deeper inside. And while he isn't paying attention, Springfield has already moved closer behind him. Alert, alert. A suspicious target has been detected near Satellite City West Gate number 3. All nearby personnel immediately close the security gates and coordinate with security forces to provide support. A suspicious target has been detected near Satellite City West Gate number 3. All nearby personnel immediately close the security gates and coordinate with security forces to provide support. Springfield continues to smile. In front of her, the inspector, only a step away from opening the box, froze impatiently and answered the beeping communicator in his hand. What's going on at Gate 3? Sir, a gang of Archivers tried to smuggle contraband, and it suddenly exploded halfway. We've detained suspects. There was also a batch of cargo mixed in. We need to quickly check for illegal items among those who already passed through. Got it, I'm coming right now. The inspector thinks for a moment, then hollers for Springfield. Where are you? Ah, I'm here. As Springfield steps out from behind him, the inspector urgently points at the innermost cargo. Something happened outside, so count yourself lucky. Open all those boxes. I'll take one last look and then let you go. Springfield's smile stiffens slightly. She adjusts her gloves and her hands behind her back. Instead of walking toward the box, she steps closer to the inspector. Just as she gets into position, ready to take action. What is it? Why the rush? Director! Yes, I'll be right there. The inspector hardly jumps off the truck, not even sparing Springfield a glance. All inspectors here are suspended for the day. Everyone, follow me to Gate 3 for support. But I've been lining up since before dawn. Exactly. I need to get to the hospital to see my daughter. This is outrageous. Ignoring the surrounding complaints and curses, the security gate slowly closes. The soldiers responsible for security block the crowd, attempting to rush the gate, then begin assembling to head toward gate number 3. Springfield watches the gate behind her sealed shut, leaving her and the truck stranded within the inspection area of the checkpoint. She can't help but sigh. Oh dear, that was way too close for comfort. Wife! I was hoping you could step in sooner. We just didn't want the cafe manager to think we're too meddlesome. Springfield reloads the cargo back into the truck. As she steps down, the barricade blocking the vehicle is instantly lowered, and the road ahead opens up to her. Springfield hops into the truck and starts the engine, her gaze falling once more on that family. In front of the truck, the family that had been beside her in line stands there helplessly. Springfield hesitates, then issues a request through level 2. Let's help them out too. Just this once, okay? Ah. Springfield shoots the father a subtle look. Go on. What? Go. Take the children and start your new life. As long as your family stays together, things will work out. Just then, the gate in front of the family opens as well. The couple freezes for a moment, then realizes what Springfield has done for them. They bow deeply toward her in gratitude and hurry through the gate with their 2 children. Springfield watches them leave, her eyes gleaming gently.
どうかお幸せに。
May your future be filled with hope. She's so sweet. The last transport truck to pass inspection accelerates away from the checkpoint. After exiting the not very long arc passage, the once empty passenger seat is now somehow occupied by a figure.
相変わらず世話焼きね。無駄に借りを作ったじゃない。
When I first saw this cutscene, I was afraid the family was going to be killed by an attack on the checkpoint. Yeah, me too. We actually had some love and hope here. You're such a meddler. Now you owe someone yet another favor. Makera props her chin on her hand glumly, clearly not in a very good mood.
せっかくリバさんたちが来てくださったのですから。
They were already here to help anyway. Helping a few more people takes barely any effort.
そもそもフォローなんかいらなかったし。
They didn't have to step in at all.
マキアートさんも陽動お疲れ様でした。
This isn't your fault, Makiero. You did a splendid job creating a diversion.
ああ、それ思い出しただけであったのか。
Exactly. I had the timing arranged so perfectly.
タイミングバッチリ測ったのに、あの頑固検査員。
Who could have guessed we'd run into such a stubborn inspector?
グリーンエリアにまだああいうタイプの人間がいたなんてね。
Even in the green zone, there are big-headed people like that.
リバ？
Surprise! Leave a jump scare.
勝手に人のチャンネル使わないでよ。
Don't just hack into other people's comms channel.
ごめんごめん。通信が安全かどうか確認しただけ。
Sorry. I was just checking whether our accounts were secure.
そしたらあなたたちが話してたのよ。
I just happened to overhear your conversation right after I finished. Uh-huh.
盗み聞きはしてないわ。
I wasn't eavesdropping on purpose. Cross my heart. I love her so much.
直接ゲートを開けられるなら、なんでもっと早く
Couldn't you have told us that you could open the checkpoint gates directly?
セキュリティいじるのは簡単だけど、足がついたらまずい。
Oh, well. Tweaking city defense authorizations here and there isn't a big deal, but we still have to submit our operation logs, you know? We should try to keep as low a profile as possible. Lies.
スプリングフィールドの方でハプニングが起こらなければ、作戦通りの方
If it weren't for the fact that collateral damage was about to happen at Springfield's end, letting everything play out naturally would have been the best solution, wouldn't it? Oh yes, that guy was so dead. Collateral damage. Collateral damage was about to happen. Okay. That's how you say it now. She smiles.
とにかく無駄な血を流さずに済んでよかったわ。
Anyway, it's great that there were no necessary casualties. She really was about to snap his neck. Goddamn.
リビューはすぐそこだから、あと一息よ。
We're already close to live now. From now on, everything will be a piece of cake.
ですが、守備は予想以上に厳重です。
But the security measures around Lib look even more stringent than we expected.
リバさん、サミットとはどういうことですか？
Miss Liva, what exactly is this technology summit they're preparing for?
ああ、それね。
Oh, Dad?
ジラードグループのことは知ってるわよね。
Your database should have information on the GRAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAAA industry big shows to hold summits under the banner of academic exchange.
各企業が交互に研究成果を発表するんだけど
Although a lot of this year's new research gets unveiled at the event, the grand finale is always the announcement of the GR Group's latest cutting-edge technological achievements.
技術交流とは言ったものの要はジラードの自慢大会
So even though it's called a technology summit bringing together industry leads, it's really just the GR Group's annual show-off event.
だとしてもこれはやりすぎじゃない？
Even so, security measures at this level seem a bit overkill, don't they?
あからさまに私たちのことを警戒してるわね
Yeah, which makes it pretty obvious. The real purpose of ramping up security is to deal with us.
非軍事勢力管理局ですか？
To deal with Nampha?
でもリビアにおける管理局の基盤はかなり
If I remember correctly, the non-military force administration should have pretty solid footing in Liv, shouldn't it?
そうよ。だからカリンはここを選んだ。
That's true. Otherwise, Kalina wouldn't have chosen this location.
ところが風向きがちょっと変わっちゃってね。
But things have been shifting rather rapidly these days.
最近リビュー当局がかなり非協力的なのよ。
The local administration has been getting less and less cooperative.
クルーガーさんが到着するや否や、すぐにジラードグ
As soon as Mr. Krieger arrived in Liv, he was escorted straight to a reception hotel designated by the UR group.
軟禁されてるわけじゃないけど、管理局局長ともあろうお方が
For now, his actions are unrestricted.
護衛がつくのは
But even someone as distinguished as the director of the non-military force administration probably wouldn't enjoy having to bring 2 bodyguards with him just to use the restroom.
財団は政治の中枢まで食い込んだのですか？
The bureaucracy here has been infiltrated by the conglomerate to this extent already.
状況は予想以上に複雑のようですね。
This is more complicated than expected. Looks like we need to act quickly.
リバさん、引き渡しまであと数時間ですが、予定を
Miss Liva, although there are still a few hours until the scheduled handoff, I'm worried that delaying any further might cause something to go wrong. To go wrong. Oh, dog, you missed the scene with Kruger. It was peak. It was absolute cinema.
カリーナさんにつないでいただけますか？
Can we contact Kalina now and proceed with the handoff?
待って、すぐ隣にいる。
She's right next to me, actually. Liva's voice disappears for a few seconds.
引き渡しを早めて問題ないわ。こっちはもう約束の廃棄そう。
An early handoff is no problem at all. After all, we've already been waiting for you at the abandoned warehouse designated as exchange point.
その前に
But first, we need to be sure.
ご安心ください。誰にもつけられていません。
Don't worry, I promise we're not being followed.
尾行者は浄化エリアの外で巻きま
We've
した。
shaken off everyone who tried to track us outside the purification zone.
さすが指揮官に任されたのが
Sasuga! As expected with Sukiyo's manager, the commander really made the right call in trusting the mission to you.
座標を送るわ。
Then let's bring the handoff forward.
はい、確かに受け取りました。
I received the coordinates on my end.
OK。
Okay.
じゃあ20分後にね。
See you in 20 minutes.
Wife. She's so cute. But anyway. Yippee! What is there? Where shop? Safe house. Wait, this is actually peak. That is no never ends. At the time itself were frozen in the day the Wolf Queen was crowned. This can be used to replace the corresponding weapon skin. This is actual peak. And it has all the matching accessories as well. Yeah, I'm getting this immediately. Like, I'm sure, I know you should leave like the skins toward the end, but I'm like, fuck that. I need them. I'll do the thingies to get more. But unfortunately for now, I am very hungry, so we're gonna be leaving this up to here for now. Tomorrow we'll be starting at the same time, but I mean, there's no minigame, so tomorrow we'll be able to just start reading right off the bat instead of all the chit chat and stuff and minigame and things that I did today. So hopefully we should be able to get, if not through what's rest, what's left of the story for now, which I think we should be able to get. I don't know, we should be able to get a few notes in. We did get a few notes in today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, only 3 had like story, but they were very long, so it's not bad, you know, not bad. Yeah, we did good progress. It was peak, absolute peak. And yeah, tomorrow we'll get to just jump straight into reading, no distractions, because there's no more minigames. So we should be able to read more. But damn, it's so good already. You have no idea how big part 2 and 3 are? No, I have no idea. I'm so happy. We're so back, guys. We're so back. But anyway, I hunger, so we're gonna leave this up to here. Thank you guys for coming. I hope you enjoyed. It's been very, very fun. Very nice scenes already, and it's just been 3 story notes. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So tomorrow we continue. Same time we start, probably around same duration stream. I'm not doing them too long. We shall see. But for now, thank you guys so much for coming. Remember to stay safe, stay hydrated, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys next time. So bye bye.